Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Will RHONJ move forward without Teresa Giudice? Since The Real Housewives of New Jersey was first put on pause in August 2024, rumors have circulated about what would be next for the Bravo staple. For a long time, even its return was in question. Now, we know for sure that the reality show will return sooner rather than later, but with a few significant changes. RHONJ's cameras have been up filming test footage, and according to RHONJ magazine, Teresa Giudice hasn't been spotted. She has been a part of RHONJ since day one, and it is hard to imagine the franchise without Teresa Giudice, but fans may have to. According to the RHONJ source, Teresa has not filmed for season 15 of the series at all. There are lots of rumors trying to be put out that Teresa filmed test footage for RHONJ, but the truth is she didn't. Her fans can say whatever they want, but Melissa Gorga, Margaret Josephs, and Dolores Catania filmed with new women. The source continued, Teresa, on the other hand, did not film at all. It's really looking probable that Bravo is moving on without her, and the show's future does not include her. As it stands now, her fans are going to be very disappointed. A recent report claims that Bravo would like to see RHONJ shift from cutthroat family drama to a more comedic energy. If the focus is truly on humor, then Margaret Joseph's quick wit may propel her into the spotlight. An insider told RHONJ magazine there always has to be a star of the show. Bravo has decided to pursue building the show around Margaret as the main character for the time being. Dolores Catania and Melissa are both close with Margaret, so that part is aligned. The insider continued, Marge isn't scared to be dramatic, but she's also funny. Additionally, she's always been open with her life and doesn't hide things. She truly embodies everything a real housewife has always meant to be. What are your thoughts on the potential changes to the Real Housewives of New Jersey? Would you continue watching if Teresa Giudice makes her exit, or would her leaving the show actually be the best thing for the franchise? What about Margaret? Do you like the idea of RHONJ leaning into the humor that she naturally brings to the table? Will RHONJ move forward without Teresa Giudice? The Real Housewives of New Jersey, RHONJ, has always been synonymous with Teresa Giudice. From her infamous table flip to her family feuds, her journey through legal troubles, prison, divorce, and remarriage, Teresa has been the beating heart of the franchise for over a decade. Bravo fans often joke that without Teresa, there would be no RHONJ. But as whispers grow louder about the future of the series, one looming question dominates the conversation. Can the show survive if Teresa Giudice walks away or is pushed out? Teresa's legacy. When Teresa first joined the cast back in 2009, she wasn't just another housewife. She was a whirlwind of energy, a fiercely loyal mother, and someone unafraid to say or shout exactly what she thought. The famous season 1 final, where Teresa flipped a table over Danielle Staub, did more than create reality TV history. It cemented RHONJ as Bravo's most explosive Housewives installment. Her storylines have been deeply personal, sometimes heartbreaking. Viewers watched her parents' declining health, her husband Joe's deportation, and her 4 daughters growing up before America's eyes. Even her stint in federal prison became part of the show's narrative, drawing sympathy and scandal in equal measure. Love her or loathe her, Teresa kept fans tuning in. But that kind of star power comes with consequences. Over the years, the cast has revolved around her orbit, with alliances forming and crumbling based on where they stood with Teresa. Her long-running feud with her brother Joe Gorga and sister-in-law Melissa has dominated entire seasons. And now, with tensions boiling hotter than ever, Bravo executives may be wondering, has Teresa's reign run its course? The argument for moving on, some fans believe that the franchise is suffocating under Teresa's shadow. Every season seems to circle back to the same family drama, the same accusations, and the same arguments that never find resolution. Critics argue that RHONJ has become the Teresa show, making it difficult for other cast members to shine. Melissa, Margaret Josephs, Dolores Catania, and Jennifer Aydin have all tried to carve out their own storylines, but somehow the spotlight always swings back to Teresa. Producers face a tricky dilemma: continue centering everything around her, or take a bold step and reimagine the show without her. Will RHONJ move forward without Teresa Giudice? For over a decade, Teresa Giudice has been the fiery heart and soul of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Her larger-than-life personality, explosive feuds, family drama, table-flipping iconic moments, and eventual redemption arc have cemented her as one of Bravo's most unforgettable stars. In many ways, Teresa isn't just a cast member, she is the show. But as rumors swirl about whether Bravo might eventually move forward without her, fans are left wondering, could RHONJ survive without its queen bee? Or has the time finally come for the franchise to redefine itself? Teresa's legacy on RHONJ. When Teresa Giudice stormed onto the screen in 2009, she brought something raw and electric. She wasn't polished like the Beverly Hills women or comedically sharp like the New York crew. She was authentically Jersey. Loud, passionate, fiercely loyal, and unapologetically herself. From flipping that infamous dinner table to her roller coaster relationship with Giudice, Teresa quickly became the face of the show. Viewers followed her through scandals, prison time, her parents' passing, and even her new love story with Luis Ruiz. Her journey gave the show not only drama but also heart, depth, and relatability. RHONJ without Teresa feels almost unthinkable to many fans, much like Beverly Hills without Kyle Richards or Atlanta without Nene Leakes. Yet even the most iconic housewives eventually face the question, is it time for the torch to be passed? The argument for moving on. As beloved as Teresa is, her presence has also shaped the show into a perpetual cycle of the same conflicts. For years, RHONJ storylines have revolved around Teresa feuding with her brother Joe Gorga and sister-in-law Melissa. Some fans argue that the drama has grown stale and predictable, with reunions turning into endless shouting matches about family loyalty and betrayal. Without Teresa, producers could potentially refresh the cast dynamics. The spotlight could shift to rising stars like Danielle Cabral or Rachel Fuda, who bring their own messy marriages, friendships, and rivalries. A Teresa-free RHONJ might allow the show to evolve past the Giudice-Gorga wars and open space for brand new conflicts to take center stage. Another consideration is viewer fatigue. Teresa has been the main storyline driver for over 14 seasons. As iconic as she is, every franchise risks burnout when one personality dominates too heavily. Fans might be more invested in fresh narratives if they weren't constantly orbiting Teresa's world. The argument for keeping Teresa. On the flip side, Bravo knows that Teresa equals ratings. Love her or hate her, she's magnetic television. Her larger-than-life energy has pulled viewers through even weaker seasons, and her personal life continues to be as headline-worthy as ever. Teresa isn't just a housewife, she's a pop culture figure. Her catchphrases, her table flip, and even her cookbook empire have made her a household name. Removing her could risk alienating a loyal fan base that tunes in specifically to see what Teresa will do next. And while some fans may claim they're tired of her family drama, the numbers don't lie. Reunions featuring Teresa's blow-ups consistently trend on social media and pull in strong ratings. Bravo knows that drama sells, and no one delivers quite like Teresa Giudice. Could RHONJ survive without its queen bee? The truth is, the franchise might survive, but it would look radically different. Without Teresa, the show would need to reinvent itself the way Real Housewives of New York did with its recent reboot. It could focus on younger housewives and create fresh alliances, or even experiment with bringing back past fan favorites like Caroline Manzo or Jacqueline Laurita to stir the pot. But there's a risk. Fans may not be willing to invest in a post-Teresa RHONJ. Just as some viewers drifted away from RHONY after Bethany Frankel's exit, Bravo could face backlash if it cuts ties with its most iconic Jersey star. The middle ground. Teresa in a reduced role. Another possibility is that Bravo finds a compromise. Teresa could remain on the show but in a reduced role, appearing in a friend of capacity rather than carrying the season. This would allow newer housewives to shine while still giving fans the Teresa moments they crave. Such a transition could also pave the way for Teresa to explore spin-off opportunities. She and Luis could star in a family-focused reality show, or she could join an Ultimate Girls Trip-style spin-off, where her personality could clash with Housewives from other franchises. The fan divide. Among fans, the debate is fierce. On one hand, die-hard Trehuggers insist that RHONJ would crumble without her. On the other, critics argue that Teresa has overstayed her welcome and held the franchise hostage with repetitive storylines.